هناك تطوير في قطاعات مختلفة. التعليم الجامعي أيضا
higher education even we're adding many faculties, several faculties, special education faculties in collaboration with foreign international universities so that the student can be up to date with the most recent updates, and the classification of universities can reach international levels, ranked universally.
تصنيف عالمي مرموق وجيد ومعترف بها,
acknowledged internationally, and also talking about different types of education incorporated into higher education and universities. There are specialized faculties in technology, artificial intelligence, and some sciences that recently became present, and it hasn't been there before. As you're following up through the media, some jobs that has already disappeared, and some are about to disappear in 10 years or maybe more, but the alternative that there will be other jobs to be born, new sectors that haven't been there 3 or 4 years ago, mostly related to industrialization and technology and the way of learning presented to students and those who want to study in different ages, because it's a constant matter, the education. The higher scientific degree given is the PhD, but now there are post-PhD studies, so education and research never stops. If we're talking about the Egyptian capacity to keep up with the international development, this had its limitation in sometimes, and the difference between us and other advanced states is a very big difference, but we should keep up with the education and science and the super developments happening day after another. Everyone has a part of this technology, such as the cell phone and the application that can be downloaded on it. This cell phone can make a difference, so everyone, the elderly and children, are using it, and we're talking about many aspects and in many ceremonies about technology, about its positive and negative effects, and we should have a culture to deal with technology. To speak about education and technology, it is highly related to population and health and the quality of population distribution in this country. The population properties is very harmonious because Egypt is one of the ancient civilizations, and it has well-established pillars to build a society with lots of harmony, which is an advantage given by God to Egypt, and we should always preserve it. But we should also pay attention to diversity and the form of population distribution, that some areas may not have the same population as others for the lack of due to the lack of developments and services, which was regarded by the Egyptian state lately, and we are about to make a real significant difference as the infrastructure is already being established in many new areas, and there is a trend in the upcoming stage to increase industrialization, as industry is the cornerstone of development. There is no real economy without industry sector that is able to compete and provide citizens with all needs in all fields and sectors. But it is not just about covering the local market, but also exporting and obtaining the foreign exchange and going to self-sufficiency and exporting. And this is already taking place in different fields, but we still have a long way ahead of us in different fields. So the beginning is always with the citizen, with humans, the strategic industries that can be supported by the state, that can actually make real difference, building humans, small industries and micro industries, because the real key for this is always the human and the life quality they have. We always place our bet on Egyptians and their capacities to make difference in different fields, and we still place the same bet, but it is getting harder and harder because the world is moving forward very fast, and we should keep up amid many challenges that are facing the world currently, and we are part of this world. We should pay attention to some details. Maybe simple details can make a huge difference in the life of nations, and it is similar to standing behind the state and supporting the state on different levels, which already happened, reviewing many things and drawing the future of the state on the institutions level and non-governmental organizations working and supporting the state in various fields, including the family and the individuals of these families. We cannot discard values and morals from education, as I have mentioned earlier. It is just not empty talk, it is a truth. Morals and values is what serves societies, and it's what can make reform real and achieve a real leap in our life. So we should resort always to the heritage that we grew up learning and the religious nature of this people and the higher morals that some at a certain point complained about that they weren't there. But Egyptians prove in each crisis that they are able to restore their true selves. And this is the cornerstone of the Egyptian personality, that it is capable of transferring not only biological properties but also moral properties inherited in generation after another. And we think that many generations weren't as before in different fields, but Egyptians prove day after another that they can inherit their civilizational heritage. We are the grandchildren of 7,000 years of civilization that made the first difference in humanity. This history is now taught and inherited day after another. I won't be long. They talk about humans, the history of the Egyptian citizen, and the development they were able to achieve, the destiny they had, and naturally the grandsons of the ancient Egyptians also are able to make differences with modern techniques and means. Some might wonder what is the occasion, what this occasion can add to Egyptians. This can be discussed during the different sessions of the Congress. Along 4 days, 32 sessions will be held with 150 officials and experts in different fields, on top of which the population and health sectors, and there are other sectors in line with and closely tied to the population and the human development sectors that should be paid attention to. In such conferences, we are talking about a very important event in the national strategy on populations, the national strategy on health, strategy that is from 2023 to 2030, very important issue to draw the features of and be planned very well. We are waiting a lot from this, a lot of outcomes from this Congress. We're expecting a lot from Egyptians for a better future, a better tomorrow for our sons, our grandsons, and their grandsons, because this homeland is the one that's going to remain. Now we are waiting for the President Sisi to this hall to start the events of the Congress, the International Conference for Population, Health and Development. وسوف نستمع إلى شرح بعد قليل عن أعمال هذا المؤتمر وعن تفاصيل. We are going to listen to the explanation of the ceremony and the events that are going to take place. لهذا المؤتمر العالمي المهم وحدث آخر من أحداث مصر. A very important event in Egypt. Greetings to you all.
السلام عليكم. جود مورنينج جود مورنينج. اهلا وسهلا. اتفضلوا استريحوا.
فخامة الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي
Mr. President
رئيس
Abdel
جمهورية
Fattah
مصر
Sisi,
العربية،
President of the
معالي
Arab Republic
الوزراء
of Egypt,
والسفراء،
Your Excellencies,
السيدات
Ministers,
والسادة،
Ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen, guests of Egypt, welcome in the cradle of civilizations in history, Egypt, in the administrative capital, the title of the new republic. The world is witnessing a lot of challenges economically and socially affecting people in different fields. These transformations are huge challenges to achieve the UN SDGs. According to the UN expectations, it is expected that the population reach 9.7 billion, about 10 billion people in 2050. This, of course, requires efforts on all levels to achieve better future for all peoples with focus on health, population and development. Starting from this, great challenges of development and progress in the light of the crises the world is witnessing, the Global Congress on Population, Health and Development 2023 is a international dialogue platform for all relevant parties to raise awareness with the developments of population issues and exchange visions and supporting the implementation of health and population strategies to come up with recommendations to deal with population issues, with reviving the societal responsibilities in this regard.